Hello and welcome to Low Budget Gaming and welcome to the big Steam weekend deals video. So as always, I have a lot to cover in this video and I have put timestamps below to help you navigate. So first we'll start with the recap of all the Humble bundles and then we'll go into Steam and check what's available on sale this weekend. So Humble has dropped two new bundles the last 2 days. I haven't had the chance to make separate videos for this, so I'm going to include all of this here. So our first bundle is the Untold Tales of Adventure. So story rich, we could say maybe indie games included in this one. I'm familiar with one or two of these. So we have three tiers. The $6 tier has 5 games. This is actually a pretty good deal. 5 games for $6. If you're curious about trying a few indie games, this is pretty good. So what lies in the multiverse? Mythic Ocean, Aspire, Inner's Tale, Samudra, and Golf Club Nostalgia. So 5 games for $6. Good start, I feel. $10 will also get you Flamekeeper, Atone, Heart of the Elder Tree, Metamorphosis, and Arise, A Simple Story. This game I am familiar with. I actually have this on my wish list. I think I might have bought it. It's basically an old man's journey, and again, visual style is good here. And I believe there's one more tier, which is the $14 tier, where you get Bang on Balls Chronicles. Now, for one extra game, they're charging $4 more. I think they could have just put this in the $10 tier and made it, a great deal. 11 games for $10. But here, if you get this one here, 10 games, not 10 games, 9 games, one coupon for $10, I think this is the good spot. This game I'm familiar with. Metamorphosis, I think I've heard of this one. It says you wake up one morning to find that you are rather inconveniently transforming into a tiny bug. Aha, so this could be a fun, interesting game. I feel like I've heard of this. So anyway, if you think about this, 10 games, again, 9 games for $10, this is the sweet spot here. Alright, so next up we have the Cities Skylines bundle. I'll put all the links below so you can explore whichever you prefer. Now this one is pretty straightforward. Cities Skylines is a big game, strategy game. You build your own cities, has a lot of DLCs. And so what they've done here is they have made multiple tiers, base game plus a bunch of DLCs. So starting with the $10 tier, you get the base game and 3 DLCs along with a coupon for one of the hotels and retreat spot. This has sort of become like The Sims in a way, if you think about it. And then $15 tier gets you everything included in the previous bundle and another, how many others? At 3 in the previous one, 3, 6, another 6 DLCs, and then 20 is just more of the same. So you have base game, the coupon, where's the coupon? Coupon is down here. So yeah, coupon, base game, and 20 DLCs. So that is the top tier for $20. Now this is again a very specific game for people who are fans of this game and they want to add more DLCs. This is suitable for them. Everybody else, maybe, I think you got the base game free from Epic, so you could give it a try and see if it's something you enjoy. Next, we have the Strike from the Shadows top-down stealth bundle. I did mention this one, and this is also a decent bundle, but I did say that the value wasn't here because a lot of these games have been given away. The $7 tier gets you 4 games. Intravenous, Shadow Tactics, Ico's Choice, Shadow Tactics, Blades of the Shogun, Tunguska, The Visitation. I wish they had made this into a $5 tier. I think it would have been a sweet spot, or like I said, these 3 games for 3 would have been okay. Anyway, so $7 you get 5 items, 4 games, 1 coupon. $11 you get 2 more coupons. You get War Mongrels, Mutant Year Zero, Road to Eden, and Serial Cleaners. So just 2 tiers, and I think this is okay. They've put in 3 coupons and how many others? 7 games for 10. I think it's a good deal, good price. Serial Cleaners is a newer game. If you already have some of the previous games, then it's not a good bundle in my opinion. For example, I have Mutant Year Zero, I have Shadow Tactics, I have Ico's Choice, I have Intravenous. So for me, spending 10 isn't good. Serial Cleaners does look like a fun game. If you don't have any of these games, then I think this is a good bundle and some very fun games here. Next, we have the PC Building Simulator. So just like the City Skylines bundle, you have the base game and a bunch of DLCs. However, you have all the DLCs here. Apart from the soundtrack, which you can pick up on Steam if you care about that. But otherwise, all the DLCs are here. So $1 tier gets you the base game. Simple and easy. I wish they'd done that for the city Skyline as well. $1 base game. Try it out. If you like it, $5 tier, you get extra DLCs. So 4 extra DLCs, and then $10 you get the remaining DLCs. So, and of course the base game and everything previously. So $10 full game, all DLCs. This is actually a sensible bundle. And then finally we have the Tales from Wales Interactive. So these guys make FMV style games, and I've heard good things about this. I'm not really into these games, but after making the previous video and talking to a few people, a lot of people like these games. So if you are one of those people, this is 2 tiers of this bundle. $5 will get you 2 games, Late Shift and Bloodshore, and a coupon for the Isle Tide Hotel. And then $10 will get you 5 dates, The Bunker, The Complex, Mia and the Dragon Princess, and another coupon for 10 days. So $10 will get you 6 games. Again, not bad. So this bundle is the one ending soonest, I think, 6 days to go. So yeah, as always with these bundles, links are below. You can adjust the donations. So basically, the money you're paying, let's say you're paying $10 for this bundle, by default this is how it's split. You can use the custom setting to tweak around. So in this case they have the publisher, then they have a charity. In this case we have Alzheimer's Research UK, Humble, and then me, the affiliate. So you can make this more even, give more to charity. There's a second option here for increase to charity, and or you can just add a bit more to me or something, make it even, up to you. So yeah, mention this because if you wish to support me more, they can do this. It's the easiest option. You are getting a game anyway, you don't have to pay any more, and also because nobody else offers this. And then the final bundle here is the Dino Fever bundle. This is ending in 4 days. Dinosaur themed games basically. Nothing particularly special in my opinion. So $7 will get you Turok Seeds of Evil, Primal Carnage, Extinction, Animal Revolt, Battle Simulator. And then $12 will add Prehistoric Hunt, Saurian, Carnivores, Dinosaur Hunt, and Dinosaur Fossil Hunter. Apart from this Fossil Hunter, the others are all sort of shooters or stuff like that. If you are curious, if you like dinosaurs, $7 I think is a good deal to get the Turok games. These are classics and people do like them. And I think this is like also a remaster of a classic game. This one I'm not too familiar. Here, Fossil Hunter is good if you like the car mechanic simulator style games basically. So the real world simulation style games. And yeah, these two are also interesting. One of these, I think this one is basically you being a dinosaur and surviving the wilds, I guess. So not bad. You have decent games, no coupons here. 8 games for $12. Again, not a bad price. And of course, we also have the Humble Choice bundle for September. Now this one is interesting because the value is right up front with the main game, which is Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. This is the Chaotic Great Edition game version, so it's not the base version. This is the one with the season pass and the extra content. This is an $80 game, and this is quite expensive. Like minimum I've seen this is $26. So here for $12, you are getting this Chaotic Great Edition and another 7 games. Now you can consider the 7 games sort of bonus because they're not the best indies in the world. However, I also wanted to mention the Forgotten City. So I have mentioned this game multiple times because they have jacked up the retail pricing for this game quite a lot on Steam. So people like me in India would suffer. Luckily, I did buy it before then, but it is very expensive now. And it's a good game. It's got overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam. It's set in ancient Rome. I think it uses the same Skyrim engine. And yeah, it's a fun game, but because the price it has priced out a lot of people. So you could get this one here. This is your best chance to get it for Steam at a cheaper price. And then you have a few other interesting games. Another sort of FMV game from the same Wales Interactive, and a few Deceive Incorporated, again a multiplayer sort of spy type of game, and then a couple of card mechanic style games, and one is this Patch Quest is like your survivor style game. You know, all the recent vampire survivor style games that have popped up. So this is similar to that. Not a bad bundle if you want Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. Otherwise, it's a skip, I would say. Now, on to Steam. We start off with the big one. Resident Evil 4 is on sale. So far, the remake, I mean. So far, this has not been on sale. This is the first time it has dropped, and they have been a bit generous with the pricing. It is $23.75. So, not bad, in my opinion, for a brand new game that has just come out in March, I think, or April, was it? March, end of March. So, very new game. You could wait a little more. Capcom has been quite sensible with the pricing and even the discounts. Even regional price isn't so bad. So, but it is a good game. I've seen just very good reviews. You can see here, both overwhelmingly positive. It wasn't even a case of it launching badly or anything. I'm not somebody familiar with this series, but I did play Resident Evil 2 because I got it free with my GPU, and even I enjoyed it quite a lot. So I want to get this one when I get a chance. And yeah, generally I've not heard a bad thing about this game. And there's a DLC coming out as well. Yeah, Separate Ways. This comes out on the 21st. So extra story DLC. Probably going to be a short one, but good time to buy this. I guess maybe that's why they're putting it on sale. So yeah, looks fun. I forgot to mention the prices. So 34% off, $23.75 in India, just under 40 in the US, 33 in the UK, 53 you could say in Canada, 40 in the Eurozone. Now on Steam we have a sale on the Far Cry franchise. So I don't know why they're doing this in a sort of segmented way. Last time they did not have this on sale. They have it now. So of course we have a bunch of games here. The new one, I don't know how well this was received. I haven't heard too much about it. And you have a bunch of DLCs for the different games here. Far Cry 5, I tried it, I got bored, if I'm honest. The most fun I've had is from these older ones here. I haven't played 1 and 2. They're quite cheap here, as you can see. 3 is where I think game is at its peak. 4 was also pretty good. I played it. It wasn't bad. And even completed Far Cry Primal. They had the fun mechanic with taming wild animals. But this is the part where I just felt like they just put too many enemies, and they're all very sort of, I don't want to use the word bullet sponge because this is 10,000 BC, but it was hard to take them down. They would take too many hits to go down. So I'm going to mention Far Cry 3. If you haven't played this series, this is the one you should get. Now, this is not as cheap as it used to be, but it's not bad, all things considered, because you see here, Steam lowest price was quite low. It's double that right now. So in terms of like the increase, it's not bad. And also remember, this is the sort of deluxe version. So previously they had this as the base price for the normal version. They had a deluxe version as well, which had some extra content, not a lot more. Now they've sort of integrated everything into one, and they're just selling it as Far Cry 3. So basically they had 3 extra. There's a guy called Herc. You have missions with him, I think 3 extra missions, and a few more places that you can discover. But yeah, very fun open world game. It's got a bit of the cel shaded look. And this is now 75% off, $249 in India, $5, $424 in the UK, $649 in Canada, $5 in the Eurozone. And this was fun. Everything about the game was fun. The weapons, the variety, even like climbing watchtowers and opening up the map was fun, which got stale after a while. But this is the game where all of that worked very well and was quite enjoyable to do. Next, I have a few games that I wanted to mention from EA that were on sale previously as well. I think I mentioned them in the previous video, but we have a few more days to grab them. First, we have Titanfall 2. So one of the best FPS games. This is on a huge sale, 90% off. Titanfall is also celebrating its 7th anniversary. It came around this time, I think October of 2016. So yeah, it's very close to its 7th anniversary. They seem to have fixed up the multiplayer servers. They've done a few things to improve it. You can see the player numbers have gone up significantly, because that was a concern, a long time concern for players, and there are huge fans who still love this game and want to play the multiplayer, but they had neglected it for a long time. So they seem to have fixed a few things, and you can see 20,000 people playing. on a 7-year-old multiplayer game, which is available for 90% off. So if you do want to try this, the game is very fun. The campaign is, in my opinion, the best I've played in any FPS game. A lot of fun mechanics, wall running, Titans, of course. So definitely grab this if you haven't played it. 90% off, $150 in India, $3, $249 in the UK, and 4 in Canada, 3 in the Eurozone. This is the Ultimate Edition, so it includes all this, so you don't buy this separately. Basically skins and outfits, not outfits, but skins and colors for your Titans. Next we have Remnant from the Ashes. So Remnant from the Ashes, the sequel has been hugely successful. I'm hearing a lot of positive things about that one. But I like the first one quite a bit as well. Like, I was a big fan. I played this even single player and with a friend in co-op quite a bit, and I really liked it. So I would recommend you try this out if you haven't. This was also given away free by Epic, so you may already have it. Epic gave away the base game. So here it's on a 65% sale, which is its usual, $504 in India, $14, $10.84 in the UK, $15.92 in Canada. There are a couple of DLCs that you can add later on if you end up liking the game. So yeah, great game. And sequel, I think sequel is in early access, but it's still doing very well. Next we have Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine Anniversary Edition. Now this is a bit of a weird one. It's a fun game, but it is quite a few years old, and the price is not cheap enough in my opinion. But it is a fun game, so I wanted to mention this. Plus I'm a fan of Warhammer 40k and stuff. So this one here is 80% off for $600 in India, $12, £8, and $13.80 in Canada, and €9. It's getting there. I feel a game like this shouldn't be more than 300 or so in India, and here in the US it should comfortably be under 10, like $7.50 should be like the standard, like nothing more than that. $5 would be perfect. But this is the anniversary edition, so it includes a lot of extra collector's items. Nothing that you would need, to be fair. And I don't know if anybody's playing the multiplayer these days. Unlikely. 200 people. So yeah, I don't even know if the multiplayer would work, but you could give it a try. But I did like it. The campaign was fun. And most importantly, we are getting a sequel after 12 years. I think it's coming out later this year. I've been hyped for that, and that is probably why I'm mentioning this. And also I might just play this again. The campaign is not very long. Just like Titanfall 2, the campaign will be 4 hours, maybe 5. So yeah, I can't really recommend it based on the price, but it is a fun game. And also, yeah, Need for Speed and the Need for Speed games, I mentioned them already, but these are on sale again. And not again, but they are on sale until the 18th. So if you're still unsure and you want to pick it up or not, you have a couple of days to decide. All the available Need for Speed games are on sale. This is I guess the sweet spot here. There's also Payback and the Need for Speeds, like the one they rebooted kind of. And the latest one is a bit expensive in my opinion, so I'll wait for that. But yeah, this one here is the Ultimate Edition, well, Deluxe Edition, and it is 90%. So $7, $3.50 in India. Again, good price, because if you do end up not liking it, at least you didn't pay a lot of money for it. Mass Effect Legendary Edition also available on sale. This is, I think, until the 25th, so you have more time. This is on a new low, so the remastered version of the 3 Mass Effect games with all the DLCs and extra content. And yeah, generally very positive. The remaster was well received and the games were good anyway. So 80% off, $600 for this, $12 and £10 and €16. You can see the difference. Space Marine, one game, a lot older, well, not a lot older, but around the same time, I guess. Same price pretty much. And here you're getting a trilogy of one of the most popular RPGs. So yeah. And now I wanted to mention a couple of new games here. So we have, the first one is called Wandering Sword. So this is a, you can see a pixel art RPG, sort of like, Octopath Traveler and stuff like that. But I'm hearing a lot of good things about this one. Martial arts RPG. And yeah, the graphics are pretty fun. Looks like it has some interesting mechanics here. I like the art style. Art style is very good. So this one here is expensive. I'm not telling you to buy this game. I mention 1 or 2 new games every now and then to add to your wish list if this is something you would play. So this is on a 12% sale, $9.68 in India, $22, 1847 pounds and 28.60 in Canada. And the other game, this is also very interesting because I actually see the dev quite active on Twitter here for this one. This is No Sun to Worship. This is a minimalistic stealth third-person style game. It is also quite cheap and also not a very long game, to be fair. So it says here, a short minimalistic stealth action game about the importance of art. We painted the sky ashen gray, burned the heavens to starve each other. Now we walk an endless cemetery of regret. A lot of people in the reviews are saying this like the early MGS and Splinter Cell games, and that is a good thing, I guess. Came out yesterday, 15th of September, and it is very cheap, even at launch with a good regional price. So it's $320 in India only, $639, 535 pounds, 839 in Canada, 623 in the Eurozone, and 59,000 in Indonesia, 220 in the Philippines, just under 10 in Australia, and 81, could say, Mexican dollars. Now, keep in mind, this is a very short game, and I haven't been able to get an exact picture, but expect it to be about an hour. Don't expect anything more than that. All the reviews I'm seeing are very limited in like what they're saying, but most of them are liking it, and most of the times I'm seeing also quite low, 1.6 hours, 2 hours, less than an hour. Some maximum I've seen is 5 hours. So somebody playing it over and over, I suppose. But yeah, don't expect a lot. It's a stealth game. You have to take your time, play slowly. I don't expect this to have like a lot of playtime. But yeah, looks interesting. Definitely worth getting at some point if you are a fan of Splinter Cell, MGS, things like that. And yeah, that's a quick look at the weekend for a bunch of items on sale. Let me know what you think. Links to the Humble bundles will be in the description and in the pinned comment. And yeah, thank you for watching. See you next time.